Hey everyone, Les here from BG Trading. Hope you're well. Today is October 5th, 2021. We're analyzing Vulcan Energy, which the SX code is VUL. This is another EV related stock playing in lithium space. Company aims by 2024 and 2025 to be a no mining, zero carbon emission lithium producer. We all know the lithium materials are on demand. Now, there was a correction in the market the last couple of weeks. That's absolutely normal. So we want to see how far those stocks can go within the short and the medium term. I'm going to analyze the technology of this company. What are the potential share price sensitive announcements that could happen from now towards its production phase? And also, I will analyze the share price, whether this is a good time to buy, provided that we had 33% correction within the last few days, or we should wait a little bit more for some serious reversal indicator. So let's have a look. Just want to remind you, this is not financial advice. It's just us from BG Trading sharing with you how we apply our strategies to buy and to sell stocks, how we set up targets, set up stop losses, how we avoid FOMO, and much more. All in this channel for you. So if you like, please subscribe, share this video with someone. I also would like to invite you to become a member of our Facebook community, Buy Growth, Sell Strategy for Share Traders. In this community, I will be putting the link for this very same analysis that I'll be going through with you today. So make sure you answer all the questions to be added into this group. Now, Vulcan Energy. As I say, I put together a very interesting analysis for all the information found on the website, also some macroeconomic facts to analyze whether Vulcan it is or not a good investment or a good trading. Now, Vulcan Energy is aiming to decarbonize the transition to electric mobility throughout the world's first zero-carbon lithium production for electric vehicle batteries and its renewable energy business. So this is something very interesting. I'm going to play this video for you. You can skip that if you don't want to watch this, but I think if you want to invest or trade Vulcan Energy, it's very important for you to take a look on this video.
Europe is aiming to become carbon neutral by 2050, and it's the fastest growing center for e-mobility in the world, with companies building large lithium-ion battery plants across the continent to feed this growth. Led by battery production, European lithium demand will more than double the size of today's total global market. However, Europe currently produces no lithium. Over 80% of lithium chemicals currently come from China. This provides a major supply risk, but also an environmental threat. Every ton of lithium produced from traditional sources of lithium mining emits more than 15 tons of CO2. If we convert the global passenger car fleet into electric vehicles using this source, it will emit more than 1 billion tons of CO2 emissions just from producing lithium. Vulcan Energy is offering a non-mining solution by developing a world's first combined renewable energy and zero-carbon lithium project located in the Upper Rhine Valley, Germany. This unique region hosts an underground reservoir of hot geothermal brine, a source of renewable energy with high concentrations of lithium. Vulcan's zero-carbon lithium project contains the largest lithium resource in Europe, enough to support the production of millions of electric vehicles. But how does it work? Geothermal wells are drilled deep underground, and hot brine comes to the surface, where steam is converted into renewable electricity or used to heat buildings. Instead of re-injecting it into the ground like a typical geothermal plant, the brine is first transferred to a direct lithium extraction plant, where it passes through resin-filled columns. The small resin beds absorb lithium, whilst the remaining brine will be sent for re-injection into the reservoir, in a completely environmentally friendly process. Once loaded with lithium, the resin is washed with water. The solution is then concentrated using renewable heat, increasing the lithium content. Vulcan will be building multiple direct lithium extraction plants across the region. The solution is transported to the nearby central lithium plant. After further impurity removal, the solution is electrolyzed using renewable power, similar to the process that has been used for more than 100 years in the chlor-alkali industry. The lithium hydroxide produced is processed further to create a high-purity battery chemical that is bagged and transported to our customers across Europe. From 2024, we will start commercial production, ramping up to produce 40,000 tons of lithium hydroxide per year, which can support the production of 1 million electric vehicles. Throughout the whole process, we produce more renewable energy than we consume to make lithium. As a net green energy provider, we also produce 650,000 megawatt hours of zero carbon electricity, which can power more than 300,000 cars per year. Vulcan Energy's world's first zero-carbon lithium project will lower the carbon footprint of electric vehicle production, while simultaneously decarbonizing the grid. Establishing a regional supply chain will also create the jobs of the future, create new industries, and secure a greener, more prosperous future in Europe.
So you could have idea what's happening with this technology for Vulcan Energy. So put a green ticks, it's all the highlights we saw into, not just in this video, but also digging into the information from the investment presentation, the website, all the last announcements on ASX. The key highlights for this are actually two offtake agreements already happening, already signed. One with LG Energy Solutions, another one with Renault Group, with exactly what we want to see, more offtake agreements. So obviously those two companies, they really believe that Vulcan Energy will be able to deliver, start commercializing and deliver in 2025. So with Renault in 2026. Right now, the company is strategically located in Europe, which is the second fast growing market around the world. But there's one red flag, which I always talk about, is the lead time. The lead time to start producing and actually delivering the product to its first offtake partners. Now, it's not going to happen, as you can see here, by 2025, 2026, although the company even says that we're able to commercialize in 2024. Now, it's still 2021, so probably we're talking about 3 to 4 years from now to start commercialization. There's a lot to go, a lot to happen. I'm not a fan of this for trading or for investing in sort of a medium term. This is a really long-term investment type of company that you believe. And then there's a lot of macroeconomic facts that could change. You gotta make sure lithium prices remains for 4 years at the top, which is a big challenge, although there is a scarcity in supply on the supply chain at the moment. We never know what's going to happen to the market within this sort of a time frame. And 4 to 5 years, like let's say 4 years, is quite a long time, guys. Quite a long time. Look, for example, I'm more inclined to put my money in companies like Core Lithium or Argos Minerals, the companies that are already about producing within the next 12 months, especially Core Lithium in Australia. As you can see here, I even got a slide from Core Lithium showing in comparison to other lithium producer. We wanted to be involved into like speculating in companies that will be somehow very, very close to production. Because what happens is if the lithium price crash, like just happening with iron ore, what happens is a lot of those guys, they won't be able to even start developing its project. That's going to be negative. I know there's a lot of hype in the market for EV cars, EV related materials. But you just gotta be mindful on that sort of thing. Now, obviously, the company Vulcan is still haven't got the approval for development and all this sort of thing. It's still at early stage of a sort of a pre-development phase. Some of the key elements that I want to highlight here as well is the project finance offers a huge upside, says the company, because there are dual revenue capacity in this project. One is obviously lithium business and also the energy business, which is renewable energy, which will power not only this lithium project itself, but also potentially be able to commercialize the power as well. Now, there's some the potential catalytic information that I want to exploit as well. But first of all, if you go to this analysis, this is one very interesting thing for you guys to see, because in the future, what's going to happen is with government around the world pressure, car manufacturer and companies that uses lithium ion batteries, we need to more and more partner with lithium producers that are environmentally friendly or zero carbon emission. So these guys, if you compare those three different ways of producing lithium ion dioxide, you can see that hard rocky mining generates a lot of CO2 emission, like CO2 intensive. Now, evaporation ponds, which is the technology that Orocorp uses, for example, it does produce a lot of stress within the environment and directly affect negatively the indigenous community in South America, which is being located mostly done into Lithium Triangle in South America. So this is the advantage for Vulcan Energy. However, as I say, like it is still a little bit too far for me, and I rather just mostly like obviously take advantage of a potential share price a correction, which is just me happening now, but making sure I'm also protected in case something goes south. So buying cheaply, not at the highs. Whereas companies like stocks like CXO or even AGY, and Oracle, for example, they are stocks that it could potentially buying even slightly above SMA. Now, some of the catalytic information, normally I just disclose this with our VIP members, but I'll give you a hint here. So we have to look into the time frame of 2021, now mostly 2022 to 2024, which the company aims to develop phase two. So we talk about, first of all, getting the brownfield project development updates. So there's a lot of potential updates out there. Also, potentially new offtake agreements with more European companies. Furthermore, the project permit process update. So we want to have updates. All those updates could be potentially good information that could definitely move the share price up and down. Down if it's negative, but up if it's positive. We obviously always hope for positive information. But some companies sometimes struggles to get permits. Now, I don't think this will be the case here. But then 2022 to 2023, you got phase one, which is going to have information, announcements related to stage update, commencement of drilling, construction, potential some partnership agreements with local construction companies, updates, progress, finalization. All those updates will give investor confidence that things are happening, and therefore we're leading towards the commercialization. That's what we're about. It's all about producing and commercializing. Now, in the meantime, more offtake agreements could be announced, of course, and then obviously in 2023 to 2024, phase two, same thing, more offtake agreements, phase two stage update, commencement, drilling, construction, updates, progress, finalization, and then obviously construction of gel plant, what they call DLE plants, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, but is always related or all related to that sort of synergy, lithium and energy production, and CLP as well, update results and integration announcements. All these to be happening, phase one, phase two, takeoff agreements, all these to be happening between 2022 and 2024. A lot of catalytic information, a lot of share price sensitive information, which could be very positive. But again, because it's far away from production, should be buying when it's at lower price under SMA. Now, another company which has an interesting technology like this, not the same obviously, but like this that doesn't affect the environment is Lake Resources. I got the link here for Lake Resources analysis if you want to take a look. Really worth taking a look on that. Now, let's take a look what's happening with the stock price. I know this is a long video, guys, but I'll be cutting. You can, once again, you can skip that. Now, looking at the chart, first thing, we always make sure we have all our indicators on the screen. So Rekenach, SMA, EMA, so we're representing different sort of colors as well, so make it easier for us to identify. You want to make sure we identify in an effective way. So I'm increasing the pixels here for you so you can see a little bit better with sort of thicker pixels. Now, what we have here, the key indicators that we do analyze are where are the candles sitting in comparison to the lines, and where the lines are sitting in comparison to each other in terms of color. So what we want to do is we always want to buy a speculative stock, ideally any stock, when it's trading under, you see, like under the red line. When it's trading under the red line, that's what we want to do is. Now, that's what we call, as you can see here, so if you're buying the stock under, so you're paying relatively cheap. Okay, so I have 3 points this year to buy under the yellow line, and you'd have made a lot of money. Now, what we want to do now, we want to wait though, because we have now a green, like a red Rekenach. The downtrade in the short term is it's pretty negative, and we want to wait a little bit in order to see those effectively those stock to recover. So if looking at corrections, for example, we had the stock price running about 439% in January, and then we have followed by a massive correction of 62%. The harder it runs, the harder is the correction tends to be. You can see in many, like several different stocks. Look at Novonix today, just so you can see a massive correction. Oh my God, it's producing graphite. Like massive correction we talk about. It's went down from $7 down to $5 again. It is a buy? Yes, potentially, according to the strategy. Any stock that goes up, buy under SMA. But this is a massive red flag, and we want to make sure we avoid buying way down. We want to buy on the way up. So when is the way up? We don't know. We don't know when is the way up until we start recovering, until we have the first indicator, reversal indicator. Look here in purple, what we call reversal indicator, a Dodge candle, okay, with larger volume. The green candle, the volume means the volume is larger than the day before, and therefore you have an effective reversal indicator. Another thing we're looking at is we want to see a bullish intersection level 2 here, which basically is the candle crossing the yellow line and then trading above the yellow line, not under the yellow line, but above the yellow line. So if it's trading under the yellow line, just means the stock's falling, and we don't want to be buying until it crosses the yellow line. All right. But less we going to miss someone. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we not looking day by day. We actually looking in cycles of 1 to 3 months trades. So then, once we have potentially a green candle, some green candle here trading above the yellow line, that means we looked into a reversal, and potentially that's when the stock price will bounce back. Exactly the time, we don't know. We try not predict it, but now we know is 32% correction is a pretty good correction for Vulcan Energy. Guys, this is my analysis in Vulcan Energy. Hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, if you have any comments, please put it the comments below. Any questions? If you don't agree with anything I said in this video, it's all for you. Hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day. The whole idea when we designed BG Trading BGS 20 strategy was to use only a set number of indicators to make it simple and clear to understand and to be able to apply our KPIs very easily and very effectively. So you don't have to be any Wall Street smart person to be able to apply those strategies. We really hope this course will help you to make better decisions and make successful trades. See you in the course.